All right, joining us now, Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz and NRA TV contributor, former Secret Service agent Dan Bongino. You just saw Devin Nunes, Congressman. How far back were you subpoenaing these documents?
I believe it was September of 2016. It's been that long. There have been a series of letters and requests, but actual subpoenas. But the Department of Justice doesn't care. If they issue a subpoena, you better comply or they're going to go take you to court. But if Congress issues one, they're just like, yeah, whatever. Fortunately, Nunes has got some guts and some political capital that he's willing to spend with his own political leadership. He's got people like Gowdy, Radcliffe, Meadows, Jordan, DeSantis behind him to help support him. But other than that, that's the front line, and Devin's leading the charge.
But they're not handing it over. They're not cooperating. They're obstructing. No. They're putting in, national security concerns that are non-existent, like James Comey's embarrassment last week. You know what? They didn't want that exposed. So I'm looking at this, Dan Bongino, and I'm saying, you know what? The American people have a right to know. Congress has constitutional authority. I'll quote the judge in the Manafort case. Nobody wants any one branch of government to have unfettered power. You know, people like Devin Nunes are doing their job, but they're not letting them do their job. What is the Attorney General doing? And if he won't do his job, he needs to go.
You know, Sean, sadly, there are elements within the DOJ that are running right now their own personal star chamber. It seems to be a rogue operation. I don't think they understand that they're not running an independent agency. Let me give you just a quick example. It's now clear that the unredacted redactions about the Flynn interview, where Comey had acknowledged, by the way, against what he said in other interviews, that Flynn wasn't being dishonest, that was strictly a cosmetic redaction meant to not embarrass the DOJ. It had nothing to do with, as we'd say in the government, operational security or OPSEC. It had everything to do with CYA. Cover your caboose. That's all it was. This was not OPSEC. It's nonsense.
It's all nonsense. I have here these 50 pages. Whoops, let me see if I can get it in. This is the 50 pages. I've read it 4 times. Congressman Nunes, this is the biggest freaking judicial beatdown. If I'm Robert Mueller, I am humiliated over what this judge rightly analyzed here. They're putting the screws to Manafort. They went back to 2005 to do it. It has nothing to do with Russia but the Ukraine, and they're doing it to make Manafort sing or compose, which means suborn perjury and make up a story to get out of trouble. What's happened to the country, Congressman?
Look, thank goodness for Judge Ellis, who's putting it in place. And we'll see. The end of next week, they got to come up with this scope memo. And I love that the judge just said, look, you don't get to make that decision. You don't get to redact things. I'm the judge. I get to make these redactions. He was appointed by President Reagan. He's a tough judge. We hope he holds the line. But as it comes to, I liked Senator Sessions, but Attorney General Sessions, he's there in name only. He's absolutely worthless. It is a rudderless Department of Justice.
And isn't it
until
Rod
that change
Rosenstein
happens,
that is the
we're going to have this problem.
Isn't he conflicted as it relates to he said fire Comey? Isn't he the one that signed one of the FISA renewal applications? Isn't he, by the way, the judge on Friday said, oh, isn't he recused? He didn't say that by accident. Dan Bongino.
Sean, Rosenstein not only signed one of the FISA warrants against supposed super spy Carter Page, who manages to go out on cable every night and talk about whatever he wants, he was also the United States attorney on the Uranium One precursor case. Sean, this is the most conflicted investigative team I've seen in my life. There are 2 investigators on the Mueller team, lawyers, that represented people involved with the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton scandal.
What about the IG report?
Trump?
I got to ask you, Congressman Chaffetz. All right, I heard it was coming in April. I heard it was coming in May. I heard it was coming yesterday. Okay, I know he's got new evidence. When are we getting this report? How long does it take to investigate the Clinton email investigation? Because then he's got to move on to the FISA abuse investigation and corruption there.
Yeah, fortunately, he's got 450 people working with him, so they can walk and chew gum as well. They're in the final stages. I believe they're getting the security clearances. You have to have it cleared by the intelligence community. Then you're going to bump into Memorial Day, but I really think that first week back after Memorial Day, you're going to see that congressional hearing. It'll be before the Oversight Committee with Trey Gowdy as the chairman.
The American people, we have been right. Congressman Nunes, have I been wrong on my analysis in this? And has the media been wrong about Trump-Russia collusion?
No, Nunes has been spot on.
Spot on.
You're laying it out every night.
Yeah. Dan, do you agree?
Yeah, Sean, I think you've been right. I think the real scandal, though, is going to be the intelligence back channel through the bureaucracy, not through the intel community, to try to take down Trump.
It's try to take down and sabotage Trump and literally cover and rig an investigation for Hillary in the United States. And FISA abuse and spying on Americans and lying to FISA court judges. We better not become Venezuela. That's how serious this all is becoming. All right, still to come tonight. The president has a big decision. He'll announce it